Welcome back, everybody, or welcome if you are new back in the UMPs. We are at Knoxville this week. I love this track. I usually do pretty well here. I think last season we did very well at this track, I want to say, but we're the 3-car out here this season, which is interesting. We got Ken out there who's been grinding some iRating, I guess. I see Lindy out here in the 5 as well, so should be a fun race. Hopefully we can try to go cautionless. It's only 30 laps, but very big track. We'll see if how everybody races. Need to try to qualify well, so I'm going to go get a couple practice laps and see how the track is. Alright, let's see what we could do here in qualifying. It's very tacky, so it was just mainly bottom in practice I saw. So we're just going to try and hit that again here. I hit like an 18.1, which was a pretty solid lap I was happy with. We had the fastest lap, but Ken and Dane didn't run any laps, and they're the number 1 and number 2, so don't know where we're at on speed compared to them. We'll see here in qualifying probably. Try to get right down on that berm. Get the power down when you're pretty straight on the exit. Same thing going for 3 and 4. I got the curb a little bit, so that actually messed up our corner some, pushed me up some. That was the exact same lap we ran in practice, to the 1,000. A 197. Well, you could say we're consistent at least. Might have been able to get a little bit faster if we hit 3 and 4 better. I don't know if this lap will be faster because we didn't have that run-in. Second lap was a 141. Actually, that was quicker. Let's go. I will take that. I did not expect that, but I guess our 3 and 4, it pushed us up so high that we were able to gain some time out of that, but I hit a 197 in practice. It was the exact same time and stuff, which is pretty crazy. So I'm happy we were able to gain some time there. It looks like other people have picked up some time as well. So still got Ken left to qualify. Looks like Lindy looks like he's qualified with a 3. And we'll see if we try to hold on to the pole here. All right, we're getting ready to roll off here. P2, Ken out qualified us. He ran a 0.72. We ran a 141. He was on his laps. Both of his laps were in the 0 as well. So he definitely is on it. I think I saw in the results he ran like the last 2 of these before this anyway. So he's definitely got a lot of practice on it. I really wish that we had more of a slicked off track than what we have right now. But oh well. We'll see how much this wears out throughout the race. Being on the outside is not ideal with how tacky this track is, so I'm going to try to run as low as I can to not go too high up in the track and lose second real quick. Because I think if I can get singled out behind Ken, I'm hoping we can keep up with him, and then if he makes a mistake, we can maybe get by him. We'll see. Or if the track starts to wear out, might be able to run like a slider line or something like that. We'll see. 30 laps, there are cautions. We'll see where this takes us. Lindy's starting like 6th or 7th, I think. He did not have a very good qualifying time. He said he missed 1 and 2 by a mile on the bottom.
Good luck.
But here we go. Good luck to everybody. Waiting on him. Decent start for us. Not quite clear of the guy behind. Want to try and hold him down though, so maybe he gets the berm or it lifts a little bit more. We cleared him onto the backstretch. That's what I was hoping for. Had to be real aggressive there to try and hold our spot. Because the bottom will get worn off with all of us running. I think there's only like 10 of us in this race, but it split us. There was like 19 that registered. So we have a pretty decent SOF. A 3.3K is not bad. And I see Ken's up to like a 5.7K. I think the last time I remember running him, he was at like a lower 5K. So he's been grinding the iRating for sure. Doing really well. He's definitely on top of his game right now. 18.205. Already getting a little slicked off on the bottom. Like, not like where you can see it slicked. It's just like not as tacky. So I'm gonna maybe in 1 and 2 run slightest bit higher. With my right rear in the grip, slide up to it here slightly. Try not to overshoot it too much. But Ken's probably seen these transitions already, so he knows exactly what to expect and what the fastest line is going to be. I really like running this track, so I have an idea of how it's going to go. But not 100% sure exactly. Really just got to try and keep the car straight. Lindy's up to 5th. Good on him. He's working his way up. Really got to try and keep the car from over-rotating and stuff. Trying to run like a mini slider line to the marbles there. Because the marbles are going to get wider and wider.
6, 7.
And usually I could run like a slider line for a while once it starts to get a little slicked off on the bottom. Which I really like at this track. A little too sideways on entry. I think I lifted a little bit too much.
18.471.
Guy behind me is running a little bit better of a line. He caught me a good bit into that. I think he just kept himself straighter on entry. I think I'm getting a little too sideways on entry.
18.469.
That was a much better entry to turn one, I feel like. Need to not let off throttle too hard when the car is starting to get rotated. That's when it really wants to go around, I feel like.
9.
Might be staying too lifted for too long for the exits and everything. That could be a thing. Like not getting on throttle early enough. I feel like I'm running a decent line. I just need to keep my momentum a little bit better. I got real sketchy getting above where I wanted to be. Like was getting loose and tight at the same time, trying to save it.
18.614. Deleted did a 18.5.
Okay, he ran straight marbles and caught me a ton there from behind. So I think I'm gonna have to run straight marbles as well. Might just be keeping more in throttle as well, I don't know. Because he is right on us. Ken's going back to the bottom, which is quite interesting. Bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out for him.
18.549.
Ooh, he went way high there in that corner. He got passed. Got passed by Dane real quick there. I don't know if he just got in.
Shot at him.
I don't know if he just got tight or what.
I couldn't figure out how to get around.
It is very tough to pass here when it starts out super tacky like this. It kind of gets one grooved. I like this track a lot more when it's slicked off. I wish we had a much more slicked off track to start with. Or a lot more laps to really work this thing in. Like if we had heat racing and stuff like we did last season, probably would have been able to work the track in much better. Trying to just keep the car as straight as we can on those marbles.
18.688.
Getting way too sideways on entry there. Had to like lift to straighten it out some. The one thing is the marbles aren't high enough yet to really throw a slider at this track. That's the real tough part about this right now. Like, it's getting a little slicked off to where you're running off the bottom, but it's not high enough to where you can really throw a slider on somebody yet. But I'm definitely doing something a little wrong because the guys behind me are staying right with me, catching me a ton, like center corner. I think I'm just being too sideways or too slow somehow. I think I'm not keeping it straight enough. That got tight on entry. It like washed up a little bit higher than I wanted to. Ken's not really pulling away, but we're not really catching him either. He's like, what, 0.7 out right now? And he's kind of been that distance for a little bit now. I'm gonna run that slider line 1 and 2 again because it's getting higher up the track. He ran a cut down behind us. Didn't quite work out. I do feel like that slider line 1 and 2 at least is good. That's the line I really like running at this track. Don't really know if it works that well in 3 and 4. It doesn't when you hit the berm, I'll tell you that. You'll completely screw yourself over and the wall. But I screwed that up completely. We're gonna be able to stick to his outside barely, but we're gonna get slid in 3 and 4 for sure. I should be able to slide back in 1 and 2. And that all happened because I screwed up in 3 and 4 and hit the berm real badly. Pinched him down a little bit on entry, so he wasn't able to glide up. Same thing 1 and 2 there. Tight ass racing though. It's been clean. I got tight on entry. We're fine though. He wasn't really able to get on it too well.
Inside. Clear. 19.1.
Get the cut down here.
Working the top. Still out there. Clear.
Real tight slider there.
Working the bottom. Clear. 19.2. 8.1.
He's sliding up slowly. Lindy's here now. Yeah, this is a good battle. But Ken is just pulling away with it. I got too much berm right there. And Lindy's going wide. Dang it, that's the wall.
Gonna be 2 to go.
2 laps to go. We're almost at the end of this.
1, 6.
Good battle there with Dane, though. That was fun. We kept it clean. It was tight.
Clear.
Like, the track should have started out like this, I feel like, not gotten to this later.
19.377.
Damn, Lindy sent that real low, and he made it stick, too. I'm really shocked by that, on how much he kept it down there. Oh, Lindy. Oh, Lindy. Oh, Lindy.
You're driving his balls off, bro.
Who?
Ethan.
Oh. I can't turn. I'm fucking broken. Good battle, Dane. That was fun. I think Lindy got the berm and got super sideways. That was unfortunate, but good battle. That was a fun race until the last lap.
I didn't mean to get into your opinion. Yeah, I didn't think I got into you like that.
Oh, no. You were fine. You were fine. I think just the contact with me and Lindy, I think he got a little too sideways, though. I was trying to cut under him, and he was blocking both lanes.
That was fun.
Yeah, good race. That was fun. That was fun. It happened. We're all racing super tight there, but Lindy got a little low and got the berm as I go to cut under him, and he was like blocking both lanes, and the guy behind had nowhere to go. He didn't do anything wrong at all. I don't know how I broke my left front there. That was quite interesting, I should say. But I couldn't turn back left to go around, but it is what it is. We don't get a good result out of it. We had a hell of a race. That was a lot of fun, but definitely going to lose a lot of iRating for it, but I'll take a fun race I like that and wrecking last corner than, what's it called, like just like dominating a race or anything. But me and Dane were super tight to each other for a while. Oh, you're all good. It happens, Lindy. He's all good. Don't be too hard on yourself. But I screwed myself up right here. I was trying to run bottom, like a slider 3 and 4, got too much of the berm and got super tight. So lost a ton of time there. Dane caught all the way up, couldn't run the slider there. And then, did he completely do the slider there? He tried to, but I was barely able to stick on his outside because he didn't fully have a slider. 3 and 4 here, he definitely had it. And then behind me was super tight. That was really, really close, but we were battling so hard. But I figured Lindy was going to throw a slider. He just got the berm and was super sideways from it. That was all it was. But Dane and I here were having a hell of a battle because I was trying to pinch him down so he couldn't get a slider on me. Didn't really pinch him down as much as I thought, honestly. I thought I was tighter to him, but he had a lot of room down there, just couldn't complete the slider because the 3 and 4, he wasn't as able to run it. 1 and 2, I felt like I pinched him, but we still had a lot of room. Like, we had a lot more room between each other than I thought, and then we were super close like that and stuff. Like, it was a fun battle. I'm happy neither of us right-reared each other or anything, sent us flying. Like, we had a good, tight battle here. I think I went high. I'm like, all right, just throw the slider. I'm going to try to cut down and get another slider back on him, hoping I can get the best of him. But I really wish the track would start out this way, not just like full tack. I had a super tight slider because I thought I went a little bit lower, but he tried to run us tight, but like I was to him, but I had just enough room to slide up. He had a really good crossover though. He had like, most of his car in front of us, and I think this is where he's like fully clearing us. He had a slow slider, so it was like, it stopped my momentum from cutting under him as well, but still had a good slider under him. I hit the berm and got super sideways, and that ruined me. So 2 times I hit the berm on 3 and 4, and that killed me completely. And then I got the wall when I was right there, too. And we had 2 laps to go here. I think I was Glenn in the 92, ran really well also. We were all super, super tight there. Lindy had a hell of a run, though, like right here. He had a really big run. I go to run the slider line just to kind of block him. I didn't get low enough, but he got the right line and was super deep into it. Didn't come all the way up because he would have hit us, but I was able to keep the grip. And then I went high because I figured he was going to throw the slider. He just got too sideways, and I went to go cut under him, but the sidewaysness got him too slow right there. And if I just would have kept the outside, might have been able to clear him then and stuff then. But it is what it is. We wrecked last lap. We get 9th out of the 9 people that raced, actually, which is unfortunate. But at least we had a good, clean 30-lap race until then. That was a lot of fun. I don't really care if we wrecked on the last lap or anything. iRating's just a number. We'll get it back in another race. I'm not too worried about it. And I'm happy the last guy didn't hit me or anything because I was just trying to get my car turned around for the finish. But let's go see how much we ended up losing out of the race. Oh my god, we lost over 100. That is pretty wild. We had like a second, third place for most of the race, and then the last lap. Wow, Lindy still finished 3rd out of that? I did not think he did. I thought that he completely spun out and everything with me, but I guess I just got screwed out of it, but it is what it is. I'm not too mad about it or anything. It's all good. We had a good, fun battle. Lindy's over 4K, though. He was 3 under it looks like, going into that race. But we lose 100, over 100 there, which is pretty wild. So unfortunate for us. We lose a little bit of safety, but we had a 4.99 anyways. But I'm not even mad about that. That was a fun race. I'll take that all day because Knoxville is a fun track. I wish it started out with that like slickness on the bottom like that because that's when the racing really started getting good. Because other than that, it was just like single file following the marbles for the most part. We were making up some time to Ken, I feel like, running that slider line. But then when I screwed up 3 and 4, we all started battling and slowed ourselves up a ton to Ken because Ken ended up winning by 1.6 over Dane. So yeah, I was only like 0.7, 0.6 behind him when I screwed up, and we were doing really well up in that points, but it is what it is. I'll take that race all day. That's a lot of fun. I don't care about the loss of iRating or anything, but a lot of fun racing with those guys. That was good, clean racing. That's all I want. Like the fun experience of racing like that. When you can get clean racing all together and just to have tight sliders, nobody's really door banging each other, moving each other out of the way. Just nice, good racing like that is a lot of fun. You don't get that too often, so very happy about that. I wasn't even sure if there's gonna be enough people for this race in the beginning, and then a bunch of people joined right at the end. Like I joined with like 6-7 minutes left when there was like 8 people, I think, register. I'm like, okay, that's enough people to run. And then it got to like 19 in the last 5 minutes. Like, it was a lot of people joining really quick. So, good strength of field, fun race, good win by Ken. He started out front and just pulled away. Didn't have to worry about anybody, but he was on top of his game, and he's definitely been grinding that, I could tell, because he was a lot quicker than he was last season here, because I dominated this one last year, and he was in the field, and he finished like 3rd or 4th, I think. He like really fell off somehow, but that was fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the race as well. Appreciate you guys for watching as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.